Hi guys, welcome back. This week we've moved the camper from my dad's down to our own driveway because it just wasn't possible for us to get up there enough days. So we're working on it on and off. And yesterday I went to IKEA to do kind of an IKEA haul for the camper. And we need some storage where the heater used to be. So I found these see-through drawers and they're stackable. So you buy essentially one drawer at a time and you can stack them. And I think they're the perfect size for shoes, which is what we need. And I hope they work. It looks like they fit. My only issue with them is that they're not gonna fill out this whole space. So we're gonna have a little bit of a gap over here. And it's gonna be very tight up to here. And in the back in there we are actually losing some storage space, but there is a lot of cords and wires and stuff in there, so maybe it's fine that there's just space for that in there. The other thing that I was considering doing was to just take one of these shoe thingies and just make it into a shelf in there. It would be super lightweight, but the only thing is that Max is crawling now and he's getting into everything, so I think that the drawers that you can close might be the better option. I want to show you something else I got. Under Max's bed we need some boxes to mainly store his toys. And I bought these and I thought they were perfect. It was really difficult to find the right measurements. But I get home and they actually don't really fit. I thought I could fit 4, but I can only fit 3, and only if I turn them like different directions. So this one is like that, and this one is sideways because there's still some stuff in there, but I don't really want to take it out. And then this last one I actually have to turn it on the side and then push it in so it doesn't stick out. I don't think I'm going to do anything about it. I'm just going to keep them and use them and see how it works out on our first trip, and then we'll just go from there. We're not going to bring a lot of toys anyway because we are like right up to the limit of the weight that our car can actually tow. So we really still have to pack light. It might not be in a carry-on, but the light packing continues. Okay, let's move on. So the space that I want to move this bed into and attach these shelves is super narrow. So my only chance of actually getting it in there is to attach the shelves and the supports before I move the bed over, and then I can just kind of cram my hand in there and attach the little bolts. So that's what I'm hoping will work out. It looks like it's gonna work. This board is so thin that I have to use these tiny little screws and add washers because otherwise they will actually go through here. So this seems to work. What do you think of your new diaper changing station, Max? It fits perfectly. This one is even bigger than the one we have inside, right?
Sure does. I think he likes it.
Yay! I want to make really sure that his bed is secure. So I'm fastening it into the wall. Ugh. I have to get some of my own screws because these are just too bad quality. I can feel it. And I had problems with them previously. So I'm gonna use my own ones. I feel like a plumber. Whew, I did it. Now that's not going anywhere. When I attached the bed, I decided to scoot it out further because there is actually quite a lot of space between the bed and Morten's desk over here. So I just thought that I would pull it out as far as possible and then be able to fit the boxes under there. And now they fit. It's super. My strategy today is kind of just to go through area by area and then finish up what needs to get done. So I finished the bed now, and I want to start working on the curtains that are gonna hang to give a little bit of a sound barrier between Morten's desk area and where Max is gonna sleep. So we hope that's gonna be enough. And I couldn't actually find anything like acoustic blanket or anything, and Marissa even sent me a link from Less Junk More Journey. But it was more than $100 for shipping alone, so I'm not gonna do that. So I found some bed covers in IKEA, and they're pretty thick, so I'm hoping that by layering them and using 2 of them that it'll be enough, but we'll see. But I don't know. I guess we'll just have to try and see how we do on the first trip and then reconfigure from there. It. It's pretty big. And it needs to be. I just have to cut it a little because we don't have room for all this extra fabric. You can never have too many hooks. I've tried to space them out so they have as little weight on the ceiling as possible, but I have to work around this window. I'm just hoping it's not going to be too heavy, and we'll just have to see. I have an idea that I want to be able to kind of take it off and hang it over here somewhere. But I think it makes more sense to just go on the first trip, see how this works, and then I'll kind of know what I need to do when I get home, I think. I think that's gonna be my approach. So this is Morten's desk area, and he really wanted an external screen, so we're gonna try and attempt to put this little shelf on here and then put an external screen on top of it, and then hopefully get a picture that we can put over it so you can't see it from the outside. He really wants a setup that he doesn't have to sit up and take down all the time, so he wants a permanent setup. And if we drill some holes in here, I think he'll be able to charge and plug everything in. So we'll just make holes all the way through the desk and hope it'll work out good for him. I'm not completely sure this is the right height for the screen, but I'm not sure how strong this wall is and how much weight it can actually hold. So I figure if I rest it on this little lever right here on one side and then just put one screw in, make a tiny hole and choose a fatter screw, that tension and this little lever, I think that'll be fine to hold the screen. We were considering actually putting a screen on here that could be mounted and then swivel around, but he really wants something straight. So we're just gonna put this shelf up and see how it works. Okay, so desk area done for now, and bed area done. Check, check. Okay, for the kitchen area, that is pretty much done. We just need an oven. But down here we have this water tank, and we're really not too crazy about it because over here we actually ordered a sleeping sofa. So it's like a nice couch and then it can pull out to become a bed, which means this sucker is very much in the way. So I don't know if it's possible at all, but there are these drawers down here under the sink. And I'm gonna see if by some chance I can see that all the hoses and the wires that connect to it, they actually come from in here. So hopefully it would be kind of easy to just pull it that way, but I'll just try. If it works, I might have to find something a little stronger than this, but I just want to see if it fits in space first. It looks like it does fit. That is amazing. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and make a shelf for in there and just scoot it in on that one, because that's easier than using these ones, and I don't think they're not strong enough. Let's check if the wires connect this way. I'm pretty sure they'll fit through, but I'm pretty sure that I can't do it myself either. So I'll have to wait for Morten to help me.